Hello, students. Thank you for taking my course. Or if you're watching the preview, thank you for showing your interest. I want to go ahead and I want to first off tell you that before you even take this course, to look through the documentation. Now, if you're in your GameMaker Studio 2 window right now, hit the F1 button. And in here will be a help tab. Now, in this help tab, we'll have a lot of information on what you will need to know. Now, this contains built-in variables. This contains how to use drag and drop, which we won't be covering because we'll be covering GML. But they will tell you how to work with math. They'll tell you what rooms are. They'll tell you what scripts are. They'll tell you how to work with audio. They pretty much teach you everything. Now, we will be briefly going over how GameMaker Studio 2 works, but I strongly suggest, even before taking this course, to look through the documentation. And if you have any questions, make sure you look through this documentation. Now, there is an insane amount of content in here. I mean, take a look. I mean, the engineers that produced GameMaker Studio 2 wrote all of this, but people are not even looking at this. Look at all these paragraphs that they wrote. There's like a page for every single one of these little things. Yet nobody is looking through them. People watch the platformer tutorials first, and they have no idea how this engine even works. Now, I will be briefly going over how the engine works. I'll teach you what objects are. I'll teach you what instances are. And I will teach you what you need to know to make your own game. And how I'm going to teach you is that after I teach you the basics of GameMaker Studio 2, we're going to learn the other features of GameMaker Studio 2 that you would need to know for your game by producing one large game. And I believe you can learn from it because we're producing a huge example along the way, but we're producing the example as a result of you learning how to use certain features, such as alarms. I'll teach you what alarms are, for example. So yeah, when I first started out, I looked at a lot of platformer tutorials, I looked at a lot of RPG tutorials, but I had no idea what they meant. I just copied down the code and had no idea what they meant. So please, look in the documentation before taking this course. And I humbly thank you for showing your interest. So see you next lecture.